Hey, yo, what up? I'm Josh Martinez of the Superstar Crossover Podcast on iHeartRadio, Z100 in New York City, 103.5 Kiss FM in Chicago with my guest, the aerial assassin, Will Ospreay. What's going on, man?
Hello, mate. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Listen, I'm going to be honest and upfront real quick. You are my favorite wrestler right now, so I was very
Oh,
excited. Very
you
excited
are
to
too
do this.
kind. Thank you, matey.
So let's just jump into it. Some big news popped off today. There's a Chicago residency popping off at the end of July, 6 different shows for AEW. How exciting is that for you to just stay in one city for a few weeks in a unique venue like the Aragon Ballroom?
Oh, mate, every time I've been to Chicago, it's always been just like one of the best nights in wrestling. Their
Mm.
fan base is just out of this world. They're some of the best fan base in the entire of North America. So the fact that we get to like make a little home there for a little bit and like deliver regular bangers and quality TV while we get to be in front of an audience that cares. I'm really looking forward to it.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Do you still live in England, dog?
Yeah, mate, I'm here now.
So we'll timestamp this real quick. It is currently 4:33 in New York City where I am, and you are what time?
Nine, hang on,
33?
9:33. Yeah, and
Oh
then
my God.
I'll go to bed after this. I'll wake up at about 5:30 in the morning. I'll get me an hour and 20 Uber over to Heathrow. I'll sit on a plane for about 7 to 8 hours. I'll land. I'll clear customs. I'll have to get my bag. I'll go over. I'll get picked up. Go straight to the arena. I'll shower in one of the locker rooms, make myself smell pretty, and then get on with the show. Do the show. The show starts at 7 p.m., right? That's enough time to get warmed up, get the trainers to look at me. We'll do the 2 hour show. We'll go back home to the hotel. I'll check in. I'll eat some food. I'll leave the airport in the morning. I'll get back to England in the evening Thursday.
And the reason why you do all this is because of a personal reason, right? With your family?
Yeah, mate, family, like staying here, and I've made up such a little life. Like my kid's doing well at school. Like I'm happy. I don't really have any aspiration of moving over.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, you did come to America. For some reason, you were forced to live here for a whole year. Is there any, at least, city that you look at and go, you know what, I could live there for a year?
Uh, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's all circumstance because do I want to go somewhere that's hot, that's Orlando? But I just don't want to be near any of the other people that live in Orlando. I quite enjoy that type of space between us. I like seeing you every now and again. Like, if I'm over at a Disney park and you come over and say hello, all right, I say hello, but I want to get back to Disney. Uh, Chicago would be good just because like I got mates over in Chicago, so then I could go pitching with them, and then that way we got a babysitter. Um, who else? I don't know. California, just I like California.
Do you have any fond memories in New York City?
Oh, in New York City, mate, I've got loads of memories. I wrestled in Madison Square Garden. Me and the missus went there a little while ago. We just maximised our minutes. We were there for like 2 days, and we just did everything. We've done dinners. We've done like crazy restaurants. We've done sightseeing. Oh, mate, I love New York City.
So I noticed in a recent Instagram post you were rocking a Yankees jersey. Are you a fan? Is that a fashion thing or a fan thing?
No, more fashion, mate. Like I don't keep up with any type of sport. Like so, for example, this is a crazy one that not many people know about. I've never gone to a football game in England or soccer for you lot. My first ever football game was over at Philadelphia, and it was like Philadelphia versus Orlando. And I had so much fun. It was so good. But like, I'm not gonna like attach myself to any American team just because I'm not from here. So, but I enjoy the sports of it. I enjoy the fandom of it. I enjoy that stuff. And like, I'll be honest with you, when I'm in Greece, I don't like wearing. I was in like hot countries, especially Greece. I don't like wearing baggy shirts. I just feel awkward. I feel horrible. So I just want like something like I like a vest and I like something over the top. And I got a Yankees jersey. Like wearing it. Please don't look into it.
Fair. You know what? I'm just a diehard Yankees fan, so I see Will Ospreay rocking the Yankee jersey. It gets me hyped, but I get
And
it.
I'm glad I got you hyped. I like, but there's no emotional connection. I am officially like I don't know, like a little slag. I dip in and out of all the different teams. Like I just like their shirts. Give me all your shirts.
Fair. AEW Beach Break is happening this week. You and Hangman against Takeshita and Josh Alexander, leading into Double or Nothing, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament finals against Hangman, where the winner becomes the number one contender for the All Elite Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. Have you thought far ahead of what that could look like and what that could mean for your career winning the Owen, or do you just take it Beach Break first, get that done with, and then focus on Double or Nothing?
No, honestly, man, I always forward think, and because like if I can see myself being that guy and the champion, then like I tend to work harder for it. Um, like I look at what we're going to be doing at Beach Break in this tag match, and like I'm excited to do that because you've got genuinely four of the greatest professional wrestlers. Like I look towards Hangman, and this is like one of those epic clashes where it could go either way. Like both of us have like firm reasons why to be in not only in the final but contending for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think that's the reason why it gets exciting. We have no idea who's actually going to be holding that world title by the time we get there. It could be Moxley, it could be Samoa Joe, who's got that cage match to find out. I think though, like I want to be in that main event so bad, and one of the main reasons is, and like this is a crazy thing for me to even say. I done the media a little while ago for Forbidden Door coming out in the O2 Arena. The O2 Arena is legitimately like 35 minutes from my house. I could probably get a 30-minute train and be at the O2. I've just looked at that ticket page. Like, is it WrestleTix?
Hmm.
Is that them?
Great account, by the way. I'm a huge fan of that
Yeah,
account.
yeah, me too. Sometimes, but like I looked it up today, man, and there's over 11,000 seats sold, and it's just like everyone's facing on it, but I'm like front and center on the poster boy, and that's crazy to me to see all these posters, and it sees me like as like that's like the firm face, like, do you know what I mean, of like the branding of Forbidden Door, New Japan and AEW. I'm the branding of that now, and then the idea of walking into the O2 as the world heavyweight champion, bruv. Like, they might need to reinforce the flipping walls. It's going to be a party. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen England play in the World Cup. When we get to the qualifying rounds, we riot. When we get to the semis, we riot. When we lose, we riot. We're not a civilized country. We are not. And now you're going to be bringing, if that is possible, if I win that world title and bring it to the Forbidden Door, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be, but like, I can't wait to be in the center of it.
Now, what would you say is your like dream match, dream opponent, dream scenario? Would it be O2 or would it be Wembley?
Oh, for sure, Wembley. Like, I don't enjoy, like, I don't enjoy this. Like, Wembley is iconic, man. Wembley is such a iconic arena stadium. It's the biggest one in, I think, in Europe, and it's just been like the heart of like so many great spectacles and great like iconic moments. The fact that I get to be there is always ridiculous, right? If there was ever a time to like walk into that building in a main event, would be ridiculous. But like, I can't tell you enough. Like, so the O2 is special because I remember going to a wrestling event that was promoted by WWE. I think it was a SmackDown taping. Matt Sydal was wrestling on it. And I got like, I was sat in the nosebleed seats. Like, it was crazy. But the idea of going, like, if I could like just pause and quickly go back there, just pop over and just be like, in this amount of time, you're not only like you're not only going to be wrestling in this building for that a company that isn't WWE, like you're the poster boy for it. Like you're the reason why 11,000 seats have sold already and more are going to come. That that's crazy to me. That's honestly that's mind blowing. The fact that there's that level of support out there for me is truly like I understand the responsibility and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful and I do not want to drop this ball.
So when you bring up like going to the O2 when you were younger, I mean, it sounds like just wrestling consumed your entire life since childhood, right?
Oh mate, we had a ring in our back garden. We were known as the neighbours from hell, mate. Like it's always it's been my life since I could remember.
Now, going back a little bit, there was an interview you did with Renee Paquette years ago, which actually I've always been a huge fan of you. And then this is what made me go, fuck it. This guy is number one to me. You spoke about your ADHD diagnosis and potentially being autistic. What was your immediate reaction when you got that confirmation? Hey, you do have ADHD.
Mate, it's kind of a weight off my shoulders, but it wasn't. It was never a weight I wanted lifted while I was over in Japan. It wasn't the nicest place to find that out. So while it was like hard, it was one of those things where like I kind of had like a moment of realization and like an understanding and ways where I could find out what my triggers were whenever I got like overstimulated, and I could try and figure out how to counterbalance it. So it was good for that reason. Wasn't nice finding out where I did. Like, I'll be honest with you, I think that was hard, and it's harder when you tell some of your mates and then they go like, "Oh yeah, of course." It's kind of like, oh, like at 27 years old, it's not nice. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's so many things where like I took wrong turns, and my immaturity like showed through, and I don't really understand. Like, I get overstimulated and I don't really know how to handle situations. But now knowing what it was, I could have done things to counterbalance it. It's just never nice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and the reason why like the autism thing is such just so important to me is because I have a 5-year-old nonverbal autistic nephew, for example. And to see someone like you who's like, hey, I'm potentially autistic, because you said it took a long time to find a diagnosis, which is a major issue
It's on
across
the spectrum, yeah. It's on the
e-
spectrum of it.
yeah,
Like,
even in America, it takes forever to find that diagnosis. And my sister and her husband has dedicated now their life to autism and families kind of going through the ASD.
hell
Um,
yeah, man.
yeah, it's incredible. But to hear and see someone like you who's essentially living out their dream and saying like, "Yo, this is a superpower. This isn't a hindrance on me." I think, just quite honestly, I just think that's dope as fuck, dog. Like,
Yeah, mate. That's what I'm talking about. That's honestly, that makes me happy, dude. Like, anyone that like comes through this journey, the amount of kids that come up to me now, just being like, "Hey, like my kid's autistic, and what you're doing is crazy." It's such a cool outreach, and I wish I like. Sometimes I do like keeping my head down about it, because like I never want to be like front and center of these situations, but like I feel like it is so cool that there are young boys now that are like coming up to me, trying to live out somewhat of their dream. So I take it with great pride and great responsibility, and I hope I don't let anybody down when I do any of this. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
you do have a lot of fans. I have some fan questions here. Matt wanted to know, where do you rate your Ricochet matches today?
Oh, I it's hard. Like, I still rate them highly because it's what got me into a lot of people's eyesight in the first place. I
Hmm.
think that's the first thing that blew me up. But like, I look at that now, and while I see why I wrestled like that, today's me would never wrestle like that, if that makes sense.
No, it does. Has anybody in AEW, since you've been there, kind of taken you under their wing to be like, "Hey, that was cool looking. Don't ever do that shit again, or you could die."
A load of people have tried to convince me out of doing stuff that could potentially kill me. But where it goes in one ear and like and out the other. Like, you ever heard that saying where there's no sense, there's no feeling? I
Yes.
have zero sense. So it's all good, I'll go for it. But like, backstage, I've been working a lot with Jerry Lynn,
Mm.
and I'm fascinated from his knowledge and his tenure, and he's really been helping me understand and break down a lot of things where like I feel like I lacked and needed those like fine-tuning pieces. So like, getting to work with the legend that is Jerry Lynn has been beautiful.
I love that. David Umano wanted to know, a wrestler in Japan that you wish you wrestled but never had the chance to get in the ring with.
Strangely, the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion right now, Goto. We never wrestled one another. And look, Forbidden Door's coming up, so could be doing that.
Willie wanted to know, if you were offered, in a perfect scenario where nobody gets hurt, nobody gets offended, if you were offered to become a Paul Heyman guy, what would your response be?
Listen, yeah, sure. Like, Paul gave me that incredible moment once upon a time where he offered me an Evolve deal, um, years ago. I didn't take it. The money was shit, to be honest with you. Oh no, but it was lovely. But I love Paul Heyman. I grew up watching him, man. Like I've always admired his ability to evolve his character and to get into certain roles. He's the man, eh?
Lastly, with the fan questions, Brosca wanted to know All In Texas is happening July 12th, according to some reports. WWE is running Saturday night's main event, which will be on NBC, free TV in Atlanta, that same exact night. What would make AEW the better product on that night, Saturday, July 12th?
Because we smoke them in every field of wrestling. Like, oh mate, we're just better. Like, I respect them. I respect every single one of them there. They're all vets. They all know what they're doing. They're great at their job. They understand getting people on their feet. But we are so much more of a better wrestling company than them. Like, our guys smoke them every single day of the week. They've got good guys like Gunther. They've got great guys like Orton. They've got good guys like Chad Gable. I respect all of them. But on our worst day, we smoke all of you guys.
What music do you listen to get you hyped for a match?
Oh, mate, I don't listen to music before I get into a match. Like,
Really?
there's certain things that do get me hyped. Like if I listen to Bonfire by Knife Party. But like, I'm not one of those type of guys that listen to music to get into a certain zone. Like, I get me there myself.
I like it. Two final questions. Most improved over the last few years in your mind?
Kyle Fletcher has just, I think, taken the ball and run with it, and I think that should be applauded hugely.
Most underrated in your mind?
Oh, mm, 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 in AEW, yeah.
Yes, sir. Or maybe
Oh,
someone, someone you've watched in another company that you want to put on the map. Listen, when Will Ospreay speaks, people listen, right? So if you want to show
uh,
someone,
underrated. In AEW, flipping now, that's hard. Because everyone's sick, and I think everyone's like. I'd love to see Kyle O'Reilly up the card more. I think he gets slept on quite a lot, and I think Kyle O'Reilly's actually he's up there with like one of my favorite wrestlers. I'll be honest with you. I love how he wrestles, and I think he's sick.
one more time, Will Ospreay, appreciate you. Go to sleep because you have a ridiculous travel schedule. I thought I had it bad traveling like 2 weekends a month to see my daughter, an hour and a half flight away, and then I hear your story, and I'm like, I'm never gonna bitch to anyone again.
Bless you, man. Well, look, I love doing it. It's honestly a lot of people would say like it's crazy what I do, and I agree, it is super crazy. But I love it. I love my job. I love coming to work in the morning. I feel like it's proper awakened something in me of just pure passion and wanting to see how far I can take this. I'm honored to be a part of the team. Honestly, sometimes even overwhelmed. But I just cannot believe how lucky I am that I've got this support and that I'm living out my dream, man.